Hey there, love. I'm just going to show you what I'm studying today. Thought you might find it kind of interesting. I found it interesting. Basically, this is a trend following indicator. You see just the green red line. The others are moving averages. But it measures volatility based on ATR, average true range. Um, Math behind it there's been around I don't know how long this indicator's been around, but the average true range has been around for the last 40 years or so. But this actually measures what you're trying to see is you want to stay in the trend, and if it's you don't want to get shaken out, right? You want to know a pullback from a trend change is kind of what I've kind of struggled with, and a lot of traders struggle with. But so I found that this may be useful. This is the monthly, so this is a real long term, which is interesting. 2001, go short, obviously buy back, cheaper. 2007, and this was in October. I just learned this indicator today. But I found it interesting that here we are. Granted, it's coming back real strong, roaring back, and that didn't happen here or there. And I've missed most of that because I was an idiot, I guess. But you shorten. So how you do is you start at a longer time frame. Is how you do with any indicator, and just trading in general. You start with a longer time frame, which the trend is shows more. This measures volatility, is what it mainly does, and so it shows okay, your average volatility swings up so much. That's what the true range measures. So what you see, it hasn't crossed back into bullish territory, which is kind of interesting. This rampant run up, but it's actually not bullish yet by the longer term. But the weekly term, which is kind of cool. There's the October crash last year, which I called it perfect pretty much. And the February one, but it got you back in, which is kind of what I failed to do. And then I was short here, which were kind of longer or shorter term trends. But it's just kind of interesting that this is actually, we were still in a longer term bullish trend. So, but you can kind of look at it on the daily for shorter term trading. And it's kind of interesting here too, because I remember in October how confusing, everything was, and you get in, you get out, or pulling back, or, and this here, it didn't do it perfect by any means, but it gave you a method, and then most importantly, you got back in when everything's changed, and that's really where I didn't do too well at is getting back in. How do you know to get back in if it's a pullback or a trend change? And but the weekly, I was just going to show you. I kind of like to go back to silver. I can spell just to see if it would have worked. And you can see whenever I was buying, and here it's at 30, 31. It was giving a massive short signal. Even back here at that 44, and didn't give it. This is the monthly, but didn't give a buy signal. Till around $16 an ounce or so. And this would be the stop here if it crosses below that. But I just found this today, and I think it's pretty interesting because it would have definitely changed the way I bought silver. That's for sure. Gold too. Same thing. A massive run up. 13 here. Bought gold in here. That's what we should have done. What we did is we bought in here, and you know, time ran out. You can hold to here. You know, but we can buy back in. You know, we'll just buy back in with options or something. But you can see here on the weekly, you know, it actually caught this, which I caught by use of other indicators. But the difference was is I got out in here, and you know, it dictated that this was just a pullback. So it's be interesting to what we're in now. You know, because this is saying that a shorten up low today, and you can see we're actually in bearish mode right now. So if it comes back around, we'll buy in. Anyhow, yeah, no, I just thought that was kind of cool. The math, this is the math of it. It's average true range. Same inventor of what Uncle Dennis uses. He uses something. He doesn't use this particular indicator, but he uses the true range, I'm pretty sure, too. But measures true range is from the current high to the previous close, current low, current high, previous close. So it measures that range, and then it takes an average of them. Then it calculates that, and based on that, it gives you a number which is drawn out, and then that math is used to make this indicator. So anyhow, alrighty, love you.